Hi, Pat Battle from Living Web Farms with our next installment of our Resilience Daily series, which we're doing in cooperation with the Organic Growers School. And we've stopped because we saw a wonderful example of mullein. It's too close to the road. You don't want to harvest for any purpose that involves consumption anything that is closer than 25 feet from roads because of 70 some years or 40 some years maybe of the use of lead in car gasoline to reduce knocking of engines. Finally, in the 70s, the EPA banned it, and we don't have to worry about that maybe in another 2,000 years or something, but now persistent pollution from lead by roadsides. So this is a lovely plant. As you can see, it's a rosette. It's been nipped a little bit by the weed eater here. The leaves are more pointed like this, but it's kind of resembles in texture and color lamb's ears, if you all know that garden perennial. The way you can tell it different is the very distinct rosette shape. The broader leaves that come to a point, lamb's ears leaves are narrower, and lamb's ears spread by stolons, so they're crowded together. These are always going to be kind of individual plants. You may have several growing near each other, but they won't be crowded up tight. So this is pretty noted for use by American Indians for lung problems, and they actually smoked it. But apparently that helped with it, and it may well be that if you smoked this, it would be hard on certain infections in your lungs. I've never tried smoking for that reason. But years ago, when I wanted to quit smoking tobacco, I learned that you could dry this and smoke it. And I wanted to use that as a way to not need tobacco. And I found it very satisfying. And indeed, you get like a half-minute buzz, a momentary little buzz from it that passes very quickly. It didn't help me to quit smoking at all. I had to go cold turkey and not smoke at all. But it's a nice leaf if you were going to continue to smoke but needed a smoking mixture besides tobacco. This could be a very nice piece of it, and it does have medicinal qualities. And actually, people have used it for toilet paper too because of its softness. So if you had to find a leaf out in the world, this would be one of the better ones to use. It also has a lovely spike flower that, for this wild one, comes into bloom kind of erratically. So just be a few white flowers, yellow flowers in bloom on that stalk at a time, but it'll bloom over several weeks. There's another wild one called moth mullein that's not grayish green and doesn't have the soft hairy leaves, but it has lovely white flowers with red coloration in the center. So that's mullein. Another one that you could buy and get that's considered, I think, more medicinal is called Greek mullein, and it actually has, instead of one spike, a kind of a candelabra of yellow flowers, and they all bloom more at once, and so it gives more of a show. That's one I recommend, actually, but I'm always happy to find the mullein growing all along the roads. It likes banks, so it's not uncommon to see it growing on a bank. Just if you're going to harvest it, go 25 feet off the road before you harvest it. All right. Well, we'll see what else we find, and when we find something to talk about, we'll tell you about it.